Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Matt Moda here with OddsJam, and you guys know the drill. Let's start betting some college football, or I should say, let's bet some college football, because I've been betting, so I'm not starting anything. I'm continuing to bet college football, but regardless, I have up here the OddsJam Positive Expected Value page. I have filtered specifically for college football using the filters that you see here. So I'm going to bet some college football. First play, might as well get into it, that we're looking at here. Positive expected value play on Rice versus Western Kentucky over 59.5 points. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in. Rice versus Western Kentucky over 59.5, minus 109 odds. This is going to be a full unit play for me. So let's chat about it. Of course, I found the play using OddsJam, using the positive expected value page. And the way it works is, as I'm sure those of you watching this know by now, this no-vig odds, this column that you see here, giving you the no-vig odds, you can view this as the perfect line of what a market should truly be priced at. We brand it as the OddsJam perfect line. And the way this is calculated, so it's not just, we're just spitting random stuff out here. The way it's calculated is OddsJam backtested a bunch of OddsJam backtested a bunch of old betting opportunities, collected a bunch of historical data, and used all of that info to determine what sportsbooks are the best at pricing odds. That's it. They just used the past to help us predict the future. Okay, these books do the best job at pricing odds. Guess what? We're going to use them to set the market. Anywhere in which we can beat those sharp sportsbooks will be a profitable play. And that's exactly what we have on the screen here. The no-vig odds price this Rice versus Western Kentucky play at about minus 118. If you will allow me to round up from minus 117.71. And we can get it on Circa at minus 109. You can also get it at FoxBet at minus 110, would be a positive EV play. Can also get it at Tipico at minus 114 as a positive expected value play. The best odds for me are on Circa, so that is what I am riding with. So any play that shows up here on the EV page, it's going to be positive EV, or else it wouldn't show up on the page. The additional research that you guys can do, that I do myself before placing a bet, and that's how I've been able to be so profitable, is if you open up a play, and for total and spread, this is very important. You just click into it, open it up, and you view it in an event page. It pulls up where every sportsbook is pricing odds for this play. So we basically want to see, like, okay, we're betting over 59.5. Roughly, that's the main line. That's what Circa prices the main line. What do other sportsbooks price this total to be, right? We want to see, like, is this a good bet or not, really? Is what we're looking for. Like, let's look at all the other sportsbooks and where they're setting lines at to see if this is a good bet. And as we can see, we have main lines that range from 60, 60.5, 61, all the way to 61.5. We have three sportsbooks that price it literally 2 points higher than what we got it at 59.5. FanDuel, Caesars, and DraftKings all price this at 61.5. Excuse me. You also want to look and see, okay, where do sharp sportsbooks price it, right? Where do the sharpest ones? BetOnline, very sharp sportsbook, they price it at 61, so 1.5 points higher than what we got it at. Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, prices this at about 60, 60.5. So not quite as favorable as the 61 that BetOnline has, still higher than the 59.5 that we got it at. So without needing to do really any research, you can just look at this screen and say, oh, wow, Circa has this wildly mispriced. If one sportsbook has it priced at 59.5, another one has it priced at 61.5, one of those sportsbooks has to be wrong. Obviously, the total can't be both of those numbers. When they're that far apart, one of them has to be wrong. And we can use OddsJam and use the rest of the sportsbooks to see which one's right and which one's wrong. Now, this would also be a good bet that you could middle if you took both the over on Circa and the under on one of these books, FanDuel, Caesars, or DraftKings, and the total lands at 60 or 61, you win both bets. So another good way to find profitable middles is to look into plays and look into the screens and see where everything prices it. But regardless, Rice versus Western Kentucky over 59.5. This is going to be my first bet for this betting slate. I have two more for you guys. Let me just add this one to my bet tracker real quick. Tracking your bets is incredibly important. I put $100 on this one, so let me click save. Bet has been added to my bet tracker, and let's keep going. So the next one that I'm going to lock in here is Arizona State plus 11. So I had to buy a point here getting this at minus 118, but still a really good bet. So we're looking at Arizona State versus Washington State. So if you click into the play, you need to go to an alternate spread, Arizona State plus 11. I'm not parlaying this, although I could because it's on the same book. Maybe I'll come back to that. Minus 118 odds. I'm going to put another full unit on this one, $100 on Arizona State plus 11. That bet has been placed. So let's chat about this one. The OddsJam Novig odds price this to be about minus 124. You will let me round up to minus 124 because it's minus 123.99. We got it at circa at minus 118. So that's the positive EV play there. Gives you about a 2.26% edge on this one. But look where the rest of the other books price it, right? Across the board, Pinnacle at minus 136, Fox Bet at minus 143, both Bet365 and BetRivers at minus 150, DraftKings at minus 140. Awesome price here when you compare it to the rest of the sports books. Let's open this up in a new tab, see where other sports books price this play. So if you remember, we got plus 11 at minus 118 odds, so we did need to buy a point. But look where all the other books price this line. 10, 9.5, 9, 8.5, 3, 2.5 to a full point higher, lower, I guess I should say, since we're taking the underdog, lower than what we got it at. Bet Online, Sharp Sportsbook prices this at 8.5. Pinnacle prices this at 9.5. We got it at plus 11. Arizona State plus 11 against Washington State. Another really, really awesome play here. So let me go ahead and add this one to my bet tracker. I put a full unit on this one. And the last one that I'm going to lock in here, another play on circa, a wildly high total, but we're still taking the over. SMU versus South Florida over 71.5. So let me go back to college football. I'm looking for SMU versus South Florida over 71.5. Another play that is a full unit. Place bet and perfect. So this is my third and final bet for today. Don't need to beat around the bush, but you guys get the point by now. Minus 109 on circa. Novig odds have this at minus 114. Pinnacle has it at minus 125. The closest other book is Tipico at minus 120. Still 11 cents higher than what we got it at. And if you view this in another tab, view the event page, we can see 72, 72.5 where the other sports books price it, including Bet Online pricing it a full point higher. So this is going to be my third and final betting pick for today. Let me just add this one to my bet tracker. And I actually am going to parlay these three together because why not? All three of them were on the same book. They're all on circa. They're all awesome plays. So why not add this one to my bet tracker? So I had the over 71.5, and then I had Rice versus Western Kentucky over 59.5, and then I had Arizona State versus Washington State, and I took the alternate spread plus 11 minus 118, so plus 579 odds. I'm just going to put a quarter of a unit on this one because I'm already taking them all individually. So it'd be sweet if they all win and I can triple my income. But I'm putting a quarter unit on this one, parlaying this one together. That has been placed, and that is it. So those are my three college football bets for you guys, including one parlay. So if you're tailing these bets, comment on the video and let me know. Would love to hear it. But that's all I got for you guys. So again, appreciate you watching and have a good one.